It's so interesting because of Jerry's curiosity and his courage, it gave me, because I already had it, the curiosity and the courage to communicate through the Ouija board. And I went to the Ouija board once. I've had wonderful, positive experiences with it. I've never gone to the Ouija board when I was kind of emotional and confused and overwhelmed. But I was having a difficult time.
So like everything, you find it to be a reflection of your vibrational place.
Yeah, yes.
And a representative of the expectation that you hold in the moment.
Yes, yes. And I went to the board, and it was so interesting. I didn't go there. I was lying in my bed, and I was feeling very pitiful about having a difficult time paying my rent and paying these bills. And I live in California, and I'm thinking I'm going to have to move back home because my dad helps me so much with money, and I'm just overwhelmed. And I started beating myself up or putting myself down. And then I heard a voice in my head say, "You are love. You are so compassionate, and you are so loving," and saying all these wonderful things about me. And I just started to cry. And then I went to the board. I felt like Spirit moved me to go there. And I had a conversation. And I asked who was I having a conversation with, and it spelled out God. And then I asked, then they told me, they spelled out, "Talk to Abraham." And I said, "When? How?" And then he spelled out May 13th, 2006. And I said, "But how am I going to talk to Abraham? I barely paid my rent last month. I've got bills and I've got this. How am I supposed to go see Abraham? I can't afford that." And then it spelled out, "God will make a way. Have faith, have hope. God makes miracles." And I'm here today. And I really felt like I did the work with my through the emotional skills of getting here. But the money, I don't understand why I was so resistant to, I know.
Well, feel how that feels. In other words, when you said the money, and you put your head back.
And I'm feeling hot, and it's cold in here.
The drama of it.
It really is. I mean, I'm living by myself. I was feeling like a late bloomer, and I feel sometimes like I suck at being an adult. You know, I still go to my dad.
Well, you got to get over that. In other words, so tell a different story, because the universe does not know if the vibration that you're offering is in response to the reality that you're living or in response to something that you're imagining. And so what you're saying to us is, I have a hard time imagining beyond my reality. And we say, because my reality seems to be dominant. I'm so mad at myself, and I feel so dependent, and I'm so embarrassed about being so dependent. And we say, stop beating that drum and start telling a different story. Tell a different story, and the different story will become dominant. It really is that simple. And in the beginning, as you tell the story, now here, you'll like this. This is a tricky part. If you feel like you're here, I'm embarrassed, I'm not taking responsibility, I'm not doing what I expect myself to do and what my Father would want me to do, as you beat that drum, and what you really want is fabulous abundance, and well, the gap is pretty great, and it's illogical that you're going to jump from this vibration all the way over into this vibration. So you just want to sort of coax yourself along here by acknowledging the things that are working well. And isn't it nice that I managed to bring myself into an environment where I have parents that are caring enough and trusting enough and believing enough in me. And never has my father said to me, "I don't think you're ever going to figure this out, and so consider this a permanent state of affairs." Always the impression that he is giving me is, "I see this as a temporary thing with you, and I'm willing to do whatever I can do to help you out right now. And sweet daughter, we are not sacrificing in any strong way about this." In other words, you're not getting any grief from your father because he's living what we're teaching in that sense. In other words, he's believing in you. And so now that feels a little better. And then you say, "Oh, but he believes in me, but he shouldn't believe in me because it's been going on so long." And we say, now which thought feels better? Of course he should believe in me because I've given him so many reasons to believe in me. He's seen me succeed in everything that mattered to me. And he knows that this is no different. And he's patient enough to give me enough opportunity to get my balance. And I'm sure going to get my balance. And I can feel how clear and how strong I want this. And I'm proud of myself for caring. There might be people who could just take money from their father forevermore and try to figure out how to get more and more and more and more and more. And that's not who I am. There's something really wonderful to be said about the fact that I really want to be independent, and my father can feel my independence. In fact, my father has seen my independence from the day that I was born. That's one of the things that he talked about constantly to me. You are so independent. You are so strong-willed. You are so strong-minded. You always do what you're going to do. And so why is this any different? And so I've just got this one little bugaboo going on where I'm not allowing myself to...
But why am I not allowing it? Why am I so resistant? I know what you're talking about. I feel it and I know it, but I'm resistant.
Because you're a really stupid person.
I knew it!
You're laughing because you know nothing is further from the truth.
Right.
And we wanted to play with you in that way because we wanted to say to you, don't ask a question unless you know the answer is going to please you. So when you say, why are things going so bad? What answer could possibly come other than, well, things are going bad because you are bad. Or things are going bad because there's voodoo. Or things are going bad because you didn't live right. Or that's where people get all those crazy answers. When you ask a question like that, you're just begging for an answer that's going to bother you when you get it.
That is so true.
And we gave you an answer that is such a departure from anything that anybody's ever heard come out of Esther's mouth on behalf of Abraham. In other words, nothing could be further from who you are. You are brilliant. You are not stupid. And you are worthy. You are not unworthy. And so why is this happening to me? Is because I keep saying, why is this happening to me?
It's true. I can't. Oh my! And I'm so conscious of my thoughts, and I keep saying, oh, you know what else I do? I don't know. I keep saying, I don't know. I don't know. And if I keep saying, I don't know, guess what? I don't know. But I don't know why I keep saying it.
Well, we know.
Please tell us, sister, I don't know.
You're stupid. You are pure positive energy, and you are an expansive being, and there will always be something else that you're reaching for. In other words, for every day you will always say, this and this and this is wonderful, but this is still coming into alignment. That's why we begin these gatherings by saying, are you among the rare humans who have come to the place where you are appreciating the contrast? Are you loving those desires that are yet unfulfilled? And most everyone says no, or if they say yes, they don't mean it, because most people really would feel better if their desires could be manifest, and they will. But this is just one of the, Esther will say, oh, now I really get it. Now I get it. Oh, now I really get it. And we want to say to her and to you, you're not ever going to really get it all, because as soon life experience is going to cause you to ask for this, and you're going to get up vibrationally up to speed, but then guess what? A new set of circumstances is going to cause a new launching, and you're going to be vibrationally out of whack, and then you're going to get up to speed, and then it's going to manifest, but guess what? A new set of contrasting experiences is going to cause another launching. In other words, you're always going to be in this state of becoming, and it's time for you to love yourself where you are, no matter where it is in relationship to what you want. And when you do that, now,
even when I can't barely pay my rent.
Well, it's so temporary. So what? So what?
Doesn't it feel like so what though when you have to go to my dad and be like, Daddy, can I have some money? I can't.
Well,
my cell phone is off. Can you help me?
It might.
I can't take it anymore.
It might be that if Daddy said,
"Don't say no." My daddy never says no to me, but I feel bad about that. Sometimes I wish he would say no. No, I don't. No, I don't. I take that back.
You're onto something really big, because the universe never says no to you in the same way that your daddy never says no to you. But the difference between, oh, we love this. The difference between your daddy and the universe is that your daddy will help you out when your vibration's over here, and the universe can't. So your daddy has disempowered you.
Yeah,
because he's yielded to your negative emotion.
Yeah.
Where source energy never yields to your negative emotion. Source energy holds the promise of what you want for you eternally. and waits for you, lovingly waits for you, and calls you forward into it. And that's what's bothering you so much. You know that you are defying the laws of the universe, and you're putting your father in a position of doing something that Source cannot do.
I know. Abraham, you're gonna make me cry.
So now say,
true.
Daddy,
Oh,
I need a little money, but just for a little while, because I'm getting this figured out. And
right.
I'm coming to you. I've come to you from my place of desperation on many occasions. But now I want to tell you, I'm not coming to you from desperation. I'm coming to you from hope.
Yeah.
And what my hope is that this will be the last time, or one of the last times, or maybe one of the last 10 times that I'll be asking you for anything.
that sounds about right.
Because I can feel I'm getting lined up with my flow, and I can tell that well-being's beginning to come to me. And thank you for being there for me,
Yeah.
but I'm going to ask you less and less. And so do me a favor and don't make it so easy for me to ask you for money, because I'm really wanting to open my own reservoir, and I want it to be from someone other than you. Say to him, you have been the vortex through which so much of my well-being has been flowing. And I love you for every bit of it, but I can feel in my heart of hearts that there's a huge vortex with huge abundance that's coming to me. So I promise you, Daddy, I see this as so temporary. I'm really on to something. Now, doesn't that feel better?
That feels great. But does that mean I have to give his credit card back to him? Because I was thinking about doing that once, but I got scared. I was like, no, I better not do that, because I might need it. I'm not giving back that credit card yet. I just brought one of your CDs off of that credit card. Thank you, Daddy.
You should be well paid for the entertainment you provide.
Well, I am an actress. I'm a working actress, which means I'm not really working.
We can feel from, and everyone can feel, the power and the clarity of that which you are. And there is no possible way that that which you are and that which you want will not culminate in fabulous success. It's just a matter of time.
Thank you, Abraham. I love you all. Thank you so much.
Esther said to Jerry, I was so afraid of the Ouija board, and now I am one. We are out on the leading edge, aren't we? Jerry says, how can we have been at this for so many years and have a whole day of new insights? And we say it is the power of this group.